Hey guys, sorry that I'm having to bug y'all and do a video at 11:30 p.m. on a Saturday. But as I was scrolling through my iPhone, I happened to catch some news from this week. The story about a man who has been fined the equivalent of $560. An Austrian man. For doing what? For farting at police. So the question is, can you get fined for farting in public? Really? This sets a really bad precedent. And don't ask me to spell that word because I'll probably spell precedent. Could you imagine the situation in this world? How different it would be if all the budgets by each municipality, county, state, federal, principality could be simply paid off by charging $560 every time somebody heard a man go playing his tutu trumpet. That's what I'm gonna call it. Now, of course, Extreme Life Reviewer has no issues with that because by being keto and IF, I learned a valuable lesson. The things that make you go are typically based on carbs. So when you cut the carbs out, your tooting goes away. Ain't that something? Still, I must confess, I have a long trail of tooting in my lifetime. But thanks to keto, that problem's been over for a while. Now, on Tuesday nights, after I ordered the Zaza Cuban 2 Play-Dohs special for $16, and I officially, my cheat day, have a little cup of brown rice and a little cup of black beans. Wow, the combination can be explosive. No pun intended? Yes, pun intended. Pow! You know what I'm saying? Woo! I spent many years living in Tampa, the city where I learned to love the black beans. And white rice and black beans kept me from slipping as a vegetarian. When I told myself, I'm tired of the freaking chicken, I'm tired of the chewy steaks, I'm tired of the tasteless pork, except the Cuban pork, of course. I am moving to vegetarian for 6 months, starting now. And most of the people out there are gonna say, Extreme Life Reviewer, there's no way in hell that you was a vegetarian like me. Look at all the places you go eat at. No way. Well, my friends out there, unfortunately, you cannot leave a comment like that because comments are freaking off, like I've told you 1,000 freaking times. But secondly, the rice and the black beans is what kept me vegetarian for the full 6 months. There's something about rice, and that was brown rice I was eating, and black beans, and then a salad or tomatoes or avocados or anything that you can put around there without meat that gives you a warm taste in your tummy, a nice fuzzy feeling, and you don't need the freaking meat for nothing. So for all you people out there in all these organizations pushing vegan, pushing vegetarian, all you have to do is bring people a beautiful plate of rice and black beans. Do you know that there's many people who don't like beans? I know plenty. I've heard about them. It's almost impossible. But guess what happens when they have a plate of rice with black beans? They're like, oh, well, black beans are not like real beans. These are delicious. And I wish you guys could taste my freaking black bean recipe. You don't know how many calderones. Look at my last video so you know what I'm talking about. Of black beans, canned and dried. I made over a lifetime trying to find the secret perfect recipe. Because sometimes these fake Cuban restaurants give you black beans with no freaking taste. Or you go to a place like Chipotle where the black beans go perfect, but guess what? There's no taste. So you need to find a beautiful recipe like I have. But once you give that non-believer a plate of good black beans and rice, they're like out of the blue, I still don't like beans, but I love me some Cuban Tampa black beans. And next thing you know, they're not gonna be asking for this meat or that meat or ground beef or steak or nothing because you don't freaking need it. But I digress. So there's been many stories of single couples getting together, hitched up, or getting married, and then the guy automatically feels confident enough to say, I got this girl already, she ain't going nowhere, so time to release the trumpet noises. Pow, pow, pow! And then the new girlfriend or the new wife is like, what crawled up and died inside of you, you freaking bastard? But guess what? No matter how many times those new girlfriends or wives complain, for some reason these freaking men continue to fart like there's no tomorrow, completely comfortable. I know it's an awful situation we're talking about here, but the poor ladies are the ones that are suffering from all this. Yet another punishment the ladies are getting for Eve in the garden biting the apple, being disobedient to God, and then sharing the apple to the husband. It's gotta be, right? I mean, look at their punishment. When you deliver a baby, you're gonna be in pain. We don't go through that. We don't have our monthly cycles. And we never seem to get tooted by women to an extent that makes us go crazy, right? But we definitely, men, not me of course, have been punishing women tremendously in and outside of the bedroom, in and outside of the home, inside of a car, especially when you got the windows rolled up. I mean, I don't have to really say many things about this because all you ladies know the punishment that men have been giving you. And until the day that you can take a little pill, they actually have them, Gas X and all this stuff. But until that day when that doesn't happen, the ladies are taking the hit. It's just how it is. So let's talk about this man because I digressed again. Apparently there was some kind of problem in a park where he was misbehaving and they called the cops. The cops came over. They even had pictures. Read some of these articles that I'm going to post here. After I stop talking, you're going to see BBC World News, the AP Network, the AP News, China News. Everybody reporting about this uncalled for event about a man getting fined $560 for farting. But when the cops came over to address the situation with this malbehavior of this gentleman, apparently he was sitting on a bench and he rose himself up like Lazarus and turned around and purposely pointed his horn towards the cops and went like Dizzy Gillespie. And the cops took offense to that. And you know what the cops did? Fine, baby. Could this be the first time this has ever happened? You guys do the research. I got no time for that. I'd rather sit here and talk to y'all. But anyway, this sets a precedent that for any man out there who thinks he's being cute by going out in public, somebody can now complain and say, I charge this man for tooting loud in front of me and offending me, and I cite the case of the Australian man in the park where he was fined $560. And you know what? The Orange County judge may have to say, she's right, there's been a precedent set. Anyway, guys, I'm just bringing this up to your attention. I don't want to drag this too far. Look at the pictures from the news articles here that I'm going to post right after this so that you can see that I'm not BSing y'all. This is live, real news that went around and around and around the world. So the title of this video is, can you be fined for farting? And the answer seems to be, yep. A new precedent has been set. Now, I've used that word several times today, so be careful out there. But now I'm going to attempt to spell the word precedent. P-R-E-S-I-D like David, E-N-T like Tom. President. See, I told you I was going to do that. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up just because I'm doing my best to keep you informed. As always, I try to do something to save you guys money, and this applies again. I'm trying to save you guys, my fans out there, from farting in public and having to write a check to Orange County or Seminole County or Dade County for $560 to the cops. All right, I'm out. Time to go to sleep soon. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, all right? That's all I'm going to say. And don't forget to subscribe, darn it. Click the little bell. You know the story. I'm out.
Yeah.